Diddy has been sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison, fined $500,000, and given 5 years of supervised release. Jaguar Wright and Gone Deal, who know his dark side, say he's lying. Jaguar adds she feels no sympathy.
Well, they were saying that it might go until Monday. I was actually kind of surprised that it didn't, considering the show that they put on for the public. They put on such a lovely show.
That was a show.
Wouldn't you say?
That was a show.
There was a video montage.
Oh my gosh.
You would have thought it was like a retirement ceremony. Or, someone winning an award for, lifetime achievement or something. The way they sat there and the way they carried on and the way, especially when it gets to the point where lawyers are forcing themselves to tears or almost to tears, talking about how inspiring that deviant is.
Oh, man.
Kind of interesting.
All of the serious charges against Diddy got thrown out, and he got
All of Diddy's serious charges were dropped, and he got just 4 years instead of the 9 recommended by federal guidelines. The same judge who denied him bail 6 times is now urging him to change, but many say Diddy never will.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit up there and judge anybody and what they want to do for their parent or their financial provider. Because I'm sorry, do any of those children have a means for earning a living outside of the Combs enterprise? I don't think so.
I mean, King Combs.
Doing what?
I don't know.
What's he do? Other than post on his dad's timeline and make music videos that I don't know that anybody actually watches. What do they do? What do any of them do?
Diddy's kids are under his control, forced to defend him because their futures depend on him. If he goes to prison, their careers crumble. With several of his sons facing their own legal troubles, who pays their lawyers if Diddy falls?
Why do you think Diddy's kids spoke out publicly?
What choice do they have?
Even I think one of the sons did a rap, and he's like,
what choice do they have? When you're dealing with the kind of narcissistic control freak that Diddy is, and you raise children under that, the financial abuse for all of them is probably the worst. Because there's no way they can make money without him. He has them locked in. And if he falls, who's going to hire them? Who's going to fund them? Who's going to look out for them? No one. Right. No one. They're not fighting for their father. They're fighting for their survival. What they all gonna do? Go work at the Good Burger or the Wahlburger? What they gonna do?
While behind bars, Diddy made over 200 calls a week, using his family to secretly contact witnesses. He'd have them add witnesses to 3-way calls to evade federal monitoring, but the scheme unraveled after one witness reported the coercion.
$5 million at his disposal. Isn't that by nature the exact thing that they're worried about? If you have this much money that you could make this thing, you could probably make people disappear if you really opted to.
See, this is the thing. That'll just make more trouble. Why would he make more trouble now? He done already bought off and paid off everybody he possibly could. Have you looked at the indictment? Like, he called some witnesses up to 54 times.
Yeah, 200 and how many angels? 200 something people he tried to reach out to.
Like, what are you running, a telethon or a telemarketing agency? Tell
Telemarketers don't make that many calls in one day. Or sometimes not even in a week, all depending on you was on that. You down for Diddy? Like, how does that conversation start? Hey, what's up? I really feel bad about that last time I bashed you in the face with a Ciroc bottle. Look, we good? Like,
Jaguar claims Diddy isn't the only one guilty. He created monsters and made everyone around him work for his dark agenda. She's now pulling back the curtain on all his allies, asking why only Diddy is going to prison.
it's time for all of the victims to come forward. But for the people that have been denying it, you know what? Let's not be coy. I am Jaguar. So let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Should I keep going?
I mean, you're hitting it on.
Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Or for Justin Bieber alone.
Now, Carisha and Rick Ross just sat down together in an interview.
Yeah, I know. Two Diddy doo-wop bops. What a reunion.
Gene and Jaguar both agree that Diddy's tears were fake. Even after crying in court and writing a letter begging for mercy, claiming he's sober and reborn, they believe he's only pretending to change to save himself and protect his image.
Have mercy on me, not only for my sake, but for the sake of my children.
Well, Jag, hold on. Diddy spoke to the judge before sentencing, and it sounded like he was taking accountability.
Yeah, accountability for what? Same kind of accountability he took after he told everybody Cassie was lying on him, and then he got popped on my birthday when the video came out on CNN. And then he had to come back and do the whack-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah, I guess accountability for what he got caught for.
How does now nobody not see that the apology he gave for Cassie after he called her a liar for months and said that it wasn't true, she was making it all up? How does nobody not see that they're the same apology? How does nobody not see that what he just did in that courtroom was no different than the monologue that was in Blink Twice?
No, man.
It's the same monologue.
Does it account for anything, though, that he started to feel sorry for his actions?
Sorry for his actions?
He's been sitting at NBC for you.
Actually sorry. Do you think he would have allowed his legal team to destroy those women like that on that stand? See, you sat there and you let your legal team rip those people to shreds while they were barely being protected by the feds.
Gene says Diddy got away with everything and hasn't changed at all. He's expected to be out in a year or two, possibly sooner if he secures a pardon or enters a drug program to cut his sentence. Even after getting a light sentence, Diddy's lawyers plan to appeal. He expected probation, not prison time. After decades of wrongdoing, he still refuses to accept any punishment or spend even a moment behind bars. Diddy wasn't acting alone. A real RICO case can't revolve around one man. If the feds dug deeper, they'd uncover others he worked with and the powerful people he was allegedly trafficking girls to. It's no coincidence. Nearly everyone tied to Diddy has faced charges. One fan said, "Him asking for mercy is wild when he gave none to his victims. He'll probably end up in a halfway house and come out even more famous." Diddy's fortune keeps him untouchable. He's even requested to serve time at Fort Dix, where he plans to join the RDAP rehab program, a 9-month course that could cut up to a full year off his already short sentence. Under his probation terms, Diddy must complete 5 years of supervised release, attend regular meetings with a probation officer, and undergo drug testing within 15 days of release, followed by at least 2 more periodic tests. Jaguar revealed that Diddy secretly lost a $100 million lawsuit to Derek Lee Cardell Smith, the one case he couldn't beat. Now, Diddy's team is desperately trying to bury it to protect his shot at entering the prison drug program. Reports claim Diddy personally visited Derek Lee Cardell Smith in jail, allegedly pressuring him to drop the $100 million case. But Derek refused, stood his ground, and ultimately won the lawsuit against him. Just 3 days after Diddy's sentencing, Donald Trump confirmed Diddy's team reached out for a pardon. Reporters asked about it during a briefing on Ghislaine Maxwell, and Trump hinted he'd already heard from the bad boy mogul's lawyers. Even after all the evidence, Diddy walks away with just 4 years and a possible pardon. But with Jaguar Wright and Gene Deal speaking out, this story isn't over. Will Diddy serve his time or find another way out?